You put C4 in jail, you put me in jail, and you're trying to put BG in jail. Wow, what's down? That's how you do it, man?
That's how you do it.
How you do it? 3 days after I pop out with BG, you go to the police station, make a report, and say I damaged property back in October. You want me arrested? It's your girl Bodied by Brooke, #1 stepper. You heard me? Yeah, I'm pop.
Hey, yo, picture this. Deep down in Valley, Louisiana, that little corner of St. Bernard Parish where the streets talk louder than the church bells, that's where Tamika Jones popped out. The one the internet gonna know as Bodied by Brooke. Born in that little country town heat, raised in them shotgun houses. She ain't no fairy tale princess, nah. She the hood's reality check and designer clothing. She came up under her grandma's roof, cause life had mom stressed thin and pop staying in and out of the pen like it had a damn revolving door. Pop couldn't even keep a bunk warm before he was back behind the razor wire. Brooke still held love for both her people like it was tattooed on her chest. That loyalty hit different when the world ain't handing you no easy cards. School, she landed at Lawless in New Orleans. And let's be real, ain't nothing sweet about trying to focus on textbooks when the streets outside got a louder curriculum. Growing up, Brooke's life was scattered like dice on the pavement, always trying to piece together a picture with no corner pieces. As a teen, man, Brooke was moving fast, pedal stuck to the floor with no brakes installed. She was linking with dudes way older than her, chasing a lifestyle she ain't even old enough to legally sip on. People looked at her like shorty grown before her time, but that's what happens when the streets raise you instead of bedtime stories. She even tried to finesse her way into that one-way life modeling, flashing lights, all that Tyra Banks type shit. But her height had her benched before she even touched the catwalk. No deals, no gigs, just doors closing like a landlord on the first of the month. That's when Brooke flipped the script. She hit the knife, got her body done, and came back swinging like, bet, I'll make my own lane. Reinvented, rebranded, straight up Bodied by Brooke. She went from ignored to demanded, securing hosting gigs, club flyers with her name in bold print. People paying just to pop bottles in the same room she was standing in. And if that wasn't enough to keep people's mouth running, she dropped 4 kids, each one with a different baby daddy. 4 kids, 4 stories, 4 last names. Brooke out here running her own daycare/family tree experiment. But Brooke ain't blank, she owned it. She was building a hustle with chaos at the blueprint. Now fast forward, streets getting hotter than fish grease on a Sunday stove. Law enforcement straight up plotting, cooking up this thing they call Operation Summer Heat. Sounded like a Hot Boys album, but nah, this was a 5-month undercover sting designed to smoke out every crack dealer and pill pusher from Violet to Chalmette. Cops, DEA, U.S. Marshals, State Police, they all linked up like the Avengers of law enforcement. But instead of fighting aliens, they was hunting your cousin with a shoebox full of dime bags. 42 names on that list, 27 of them slinging crack. The rest passing all heroin, weed, and pills like it was 2 for 1 at Family Dollar. By the time the sun cracked that Thursday morning, they had the parish on lock. Undercover operative already done videotaped the whole script. Drug buys, handoffs, faces, everything. Sheriff Jimmy came out cocky like we got zero tolerance for dealers. Users need rehab. Dealers need a bunk in my jail. That boy sounded like he was campaigning for office with the paddy wagon filled up. They had numbers to flex too. 492 misdemeanors, 156 felonies across them names. That's not a rap sheet. That's a damn phone book. The sheriff said this gonna put a dent in the drug game, like he was trying to sell insurance policies against street hustles.
Yeah, just in the last 10 minutes or so, they made some of the first arrests here out on the scene as part of this operation. We tagged along as they made an arrest at this mobile home here where 2 people that were inside. One was suspected of dealing narcotics, the other an accessory to dealing narcotics. And those are 2 of 38 people that are being targeted as part of this operation. It is, as you mentioned, Operation Summer Heat. This is phase 2 of it. The first phase began in September of last year. That phase mainly targeted dealers of crack cocaine a lot of the people who are targeted in this time are heroin dealers, and so it is to combat the growing use of drugs here in St. Bernard Parish. St. Bernard Parish Sheriff Jimmy Pullman said that he is very concerned and is waging this war on these drug dealers. So this operation is going to be continuing all morning long. They are rounding up all of these drug dealers. They have air support. They have support from ICE, a lot of different agencies, and we'll be following it throughout the morning. We're on your side in Chalmette. Blake Hansen, WDSU News. Randy?
And right there on that list, Tamika Jones, Violet's own. Same girl rebranded as Bodied by Brooke. When them badges hit Violet, she panicked so hard she damn near turned into a cartoon character. Straight out of her own mouth. Said she straight hid under the bed when they came knocking. Under the bed? Bruh, not out the back door, not in the attic, nah. She pulled that hide and seek move like she was 7 years old again. Didn't matter though. They dragged her out, slapped her with that distribution charge, and added her name to that scoreboard alongside Jermaine Miller, Ryan Major, Kendall Moore, and Samuel Lewis, all from Violet. Cops were stacking bodies like dominoes, talking about rock solid cases and with video buys. Yeah, them cases was looking like Netflix documentaries waiting to happen. The sheriff, he doubled down, flexing on the cameras. We ain't letting drug dealers stand on corners killing each other over turf. Translation, Violet, Chalmette. Both them spots just got swept like the floor before closing time in the fast food restaurant. By the time the roundup hit, 30 plus of the 42 was either cuffed, locked, or surrendered. 9 still ducking, probably hiding in the same place Brooke thought was safe.
So making news tonight in St. Bernard Parish. Cops say they've caught their most wanted drug dealer. Jarrell Maxon lives in New Orleans but was arrested at his girlfriend's house in St. Bernard, where police say he does most of his drug deals. WDSU News reporter Andy Cunningham explains why authorities say this is a big bust.
Investigators here in St. Bernard Parish say this arrest is a game changer when it comes to the drug trade, particularly in the eastern portion of the parish. 39-year-old Jarrell Maxon has been on the St. Bernard Parish Sheriff's radar since the mid-90s. His latest run-in came Tuesday when investigators tracked him down at his girlfriend's home on Stacy Drive in Violet.
We've gone as far as calling him the most notorious drug dealer in St. Bernard Parish at the present time.
Colonel John Duran said they found a variety of drugs in Maxon's possession with a street value of well over $4,000 and charged him accordingly. People we talked to in the neighborhood said they never suspected a thing. Did you know that kind of activity was going on here?
No, sir.
It didn't bother me. The people over there seemed like normal people.
Walter Reeves said he didn't notice a spike in traffic at the home either, across the street from his, and he questions the title given to Maxon as the most notorious drug dealer in the parish.
They got a long way to go, because whatever it was going on over there, that was minor. Wasn't no big deal.
But investigators argue otherwise, saying Maxon's arrest takes a major player in the parish's drug trade off the streets.
With his previous convictions and prison stays, hopefully he's going to get a considerable amount of time here, and we won't have to deal with him for some time. He needs to be off the street, and hopefully he will be.
If found guilty of the charges, Maxon could spend more than 20 years behind bars. Tonight, he remains in the St. Bernard prison on a $100,000 bond.
And boom, the pandemic dropped like an uninvited guest. Streets empty, masks on, people hoarding toilet paper like it was gold. But while the world froze up, Brooke hit the gas. Out of nowhere, she launched a hidden vault. No soft launch, no test run, just straight stormed the internet with her hustle. Business took off like a corner store selling liquor on a Sunday in a dry parish. Money flowing, clientele lining up, Brooke stacking paper in a way that made her past look like a warm-up drill. She flipped her narrative from hiding under beds to counting bread. That rebrand was so strong, people forgot her mugshot was floating around just months before. But success don't ever slide through clean. Allegations started swirling like storm clouds. The streets calling her a scammer, accusing her of crooked business tactics. Social media lit her name up like Mardi Gras floats in February. story. Every other day, somebody hopping online, dragging Brooke through the mud. And instead of fading, the noise just amplified her brand. In her mind, hate became free promo. Then came the fire. One of her stores burned to the ground, straight up ashes. People debated, was it beef? Was it business enemies? Was it karma clocking in overtime? Nobody knew for sure, but the headlines ate it up.
Fire crews are investigating an early morning fire at an adult retail store, calling the cause suspicious. The NOFD says they were called to 7901 Earhart Boulevard for a 2-alarm fire at around 2 this morning. Firefighters say the adult retail store, the Hidden Vault, was engulfed in flames, which took crews a little less than an hour to put out. No injuries were reported, but investigators say the cause of the fire is suspicious.
And Brooke, she kept moving like, cool, I just built another one. Hustler spirit mixed with survival scars. All this time, her personal life was its own soap opera. Brooke had ongoing drama with Mike, one of her baby daddies. Constant roller coaster, ups, downs, sideways. Then there was that boy C4, son of Lil Chucky out the Ville. Another wild card in her love story lineup. And as if the internet ain't having a gossip to feast on, she locked in with none other than rapper BG. Yeah, BG the rapper who portrays the role of being a cool gangster who bout whatever. Her love life was trending like mixtapes in that Piff's golden days. Chaotic, messy, but everybody tuning in. By then, Brooke wasn't just some local influencer. She was a headline machine, a controversial magnet, and a businesswoman navigating firestorms, literally and figuratively. People stayed watching, half waiting for her next play, half waiting for her next downfall. Either way, she kept their eyes glued. Fast forward to Friday, August 29th, 2025. Brooke back in the headlines like she never left. Cops scooped her up again, slapped cuffs on her like it was tradition at this point. No dramatic chase, no hiding under beds. This time, don't pass go, don't collect 200, go straight to jail. The streets caught wind first, then the internet lit up like fireworks on the 4th of July. Twitter, TikTok, Instagram, everybody posting, everybody speculating. Rumors flew faster than gossip in the Keith Carroll Instagram Live. Nobody knew the details, but that ain't stopped the internet from typing novels about why Brooke was locked down again. But just like clockwork, the saga flipped. August 30th, the very next day, Brooke bonded out. Move quick, back outside before people could finish their meal. Whole timeline had to double back like, damn, she free already? In typical New Orleans fashion, the internet was expecting murder to roll her out. Instead, that boy kept it real, like a real G supposed to. Not before coming with that signature, oh Lord, you know you're killing me.
Free Brooke, bitch. Fuck is wrong with y'all? Y'all wasn't expecting that from me, huh? Free Brooke. That's what I fucking said. Yeah, I said it. Free fucking Brooke. Said, bro, I don't like the little bitch, but I don't want the little bitch in jail, bro. With her good scamming ass.
Trip part is she ain't hide. Nah, she hopped on Instagram, live and direct, talking her talk, addressing the arrest and all the controversy circling her name. Same confidence, same edge, same Brooke energy. The internet tuned in heavy. Everybody waiting for the smoke, clapbacks, the tea, and she delivered it herself.
God is good. God don't play about me.
No.
It wasn't even 24 hours. What y'all thought?
The one that eat for 5 o'clock. Love you, kids. I'm about to go too. You can finish. All right, love y'all. Tell them all, Monkey.
No, because this the people that love me on here.
Okay.
Well, they got some people that hate me on here.
Yeah, so where Keith Carroll, he next.
Keith Carroll is not next. What y'all thought? What y'all thought? That's crazy. Y'all got to stop praying on people downfall, because the same way y'all pray on people downfall, God will make sure it be y'all that fall. Like, y'all got to stop celebrating. Y'all, first of all, y'all made a big deal about me going to jail.
From violent beginnings to lawless high school, from bed hiding busts to pandemic-built businesses, from scam allegations to love triangles, right back in cuffs in 2025. Brooke carved out a saga nobody else could script. Drama, hustle, chaos, survival. It was all rolled into one motion picture, and the streets couldn't look away.